On December the 2nd, 1971, the Trucial States gave way to the newly born United Arab Emirates. Meeting in what was known as the Guest Palace, the rulers of Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman, Al Quwain and Fujairah signed the country's first constitution and established the independent state of the UAE. Ras Al Khaimah joined in February of the following year. Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, ruler of Abu Dhabi, was elected president of this new country. Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum, ruler of Dubai, was appointed as the UAE's first vice president and prime minister. Together, the dignitaries and guests gathered under the world's newest national flag. Today, Union House stands as a reminder of this successful federation, with a much larger national flag now flying over this historic landmark. Looking back, it's amazing how far the United Arab Emirates have progressed in such a short space of time. It began with pearls. The pearl industry was a major source of income for communities on the Arabian Peninsula. Tribesmen would migrate to the coast during the pearling season to work on the fleets putting to sea. The pearling dhows would spend many weeks and even months gathering oysters from the seabed. The industry collapsed in 1930 due to the popularity of artificially cultured pearls. Coastal communities dependent on fishing and pearling had to find new sources of income. It was shortly after this that the first air links to the region were established. Sharjah became a vital stopover in 1932 for aircraft en route from Great Britain to India and on to Australia. Passengers would stay overnight in the Al Mahata fort before departing the next morning. The airstrip's fort was practical, necessary to protect against occasional raids by Bedouin from the interior. Today, the site is an aviation museum, displaying aircraft that served the region. And Sharjah has grown from its humble beginnings into a major city. These original dusty airstrips have evolved into gleaming modern airports, linking the UAE to every major city in the world. Oil was discovered in commercial quantities in 1958. Development of this abundant resource began shortly after. It was in 1962 that the SO Dublin loaded the first cargo of crude oil. In addition to exporting oil, the need to be self-sufficient led to the opening of the Ruwais oil refinery. Onshore and offshore oil production continued to develop throughout the 1960s. The oil wealth was put to use improving infrastructure. The city of Abu Dhabi embarked on a wave of construction that saw the island's shoreline dramatically change. The city's oldest building, Al Hosn, or the White Fort, erected in 1798, was the most prominent landmark in the city. Today, the fort, now undergoing restoration, is surrounded by the skyscrapers of Abu Dhabi. The city is still developing and growing, worthy of its place among the world's capitals. With pearls now no longer able to supply vital income, the resilient city of Dubai turned to trade to restore its fortunes. It became a base for commerce throughout the Gulf region. The Dubai Creek, Traditionally, the center of business was dredged in the early 1960s to allow larger dhows to navigate the waterway. This allowed the city to continue to grow as an important commercial hub. Dhows laden with goods are still a common feature on the city's creek, an historical link between the old and the new. Increasing demand led to the world's largest man-made port being created at Jebel Ali. Its crowded docks are testament to the valuable role it now plays at the center of regional trade. These successful commercial links have brought great change to the city of Dubai. Once crowded, narrow alleyways barely wide enough to accommodate donkeys and camels have evolved into wide highways and metro systems. These, in turn, weave through record-breaking skyscrapers and developments that are the icons of the city. Inland, in the Emirate of Abu Dhabi, lies the oasis of Al Ain. Prior to 1971, the city was a base for the Trucial Omani scouts, who would set out on camel to police the area. They were based at Al Jahili Fort, erected in 1898 by Sheikh Zayed I and used as his summer palace. Surrounding the fort, the houses of Al Ain were made from mud brick or palm fronds. Today, Al Jahili Fort stands restored and is a popular tourist attraction. The modern city of Al Ain and surrounding districts have now expanded to be home to over 380,000 people. Throughout the country, constant reminders of these links with the past can be found sitting side by side with modern wonders. Practical has given way to recreational. Forts stand restored as museums. Construction methods have changed. Some things, however, remain the same. The people of the UAE still remember and honor their past as they move into the future. A reminder of how much has been achieved in such a short space of time.